Let me ask you something most people avoid. What if having few friends isn't a failure, but a signal? What if the very thing you've been quietly questioning about yourself is actually evidence of how your mind works differently? Because psychology shows this. Some people aren't alone because they're unlikable, they're alone because they don't tolerate what most people accept. And if you stay until the end, you'll understand why your solitude isn't random and how to tell whether it's protecting you or quietly holding you back. First trait, you don't tolerate fake energy. If you have few or no friends, you probably feel this instantly. Fake enthusiasm, performative kindness, conversations that sound friendly but feel empty. Your nervous system picks up on inconsistencies fast. What people say, what they imply, and what they actually mean rarely line up, and you notice. So instead of forcing yourself to fit in, you pull back, not because you hate people, but because your mind refuses to spend energy on what feels dishonest. Most people adapt to social noise. You filter it out. That's not social failure. That's psychological selectivity. Second trait, you crave depth, not access. Here's something you may not have realized. You're not avoiding relationships, you're avoiding shallow ones. Small talk drains you because it goes nowhere. You don't want updates, you want insight. You don't want chatter, you want meaning. Your mind naturally asks, why does this matter? What's underneath this? What does this say about people or life? And because few people want to go there, you end up alone more often than surrounded. Not because connection is hard, but because real connection is rare. Third trait, social interaction costs you more. Some brains burn more energy in social spaces. Yours is probably one of them. During conversations, you're not just listening to words, you're tracking tone, pauses, micro reactions, emotional shifts. Your brain runs multiple layers at once. So while others feel energized after socializing, you feel depleted. Solitude isn't avoidance for you, it's recovery. And without it, your clarity fades. This isn't introversion as a label, it's high processing depth. Fourth trait, you don't need validation to function. Many people stay social because they need feedback to feel stable. You don't. You can sit alone with your thoughts, solve problems internally, create structure without external noise. Psychology calls this low social dependency, and it's rare. It's also why people sometimes misunderstand you. They assume distance means insecurity. But for you, independence feels natural. You don't chase approval. You protect your inner environment. And because you don't need people, you become highly selective about who gets access. Fifth trait, your trust was earned through experience. One final trait ties everything together. At some point, you learned that access has consequences. Maybe it was betrayal, disappointment, or realizing too late that the wrong people were close. Your brain adapted. Now you observe longer, test consistency, wait for patterns, not promises. Psychology calls this a high trust threshold. It protects you, but it can also make connections slow. Not impossible, just intentional. What all these 5 traits really mean? So here's the truth. If you have few or no friends, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means your mind values authenticity over access, depth over noise, clarity over comfort. But here's the important question, the one most people never ask. Is your solitude helping you grow or quietly keeping the right people out? That distinction changes everything. And if you want more psychology-backed insights like this, the kind that help you understand your patterns without self-judgment or labels, consider subscribing to SketchIQ. This channel isn't about fixing you, it's about understanding how your mind actually works.